Boy was shocked to see that the slime's goo only dissolved his mom's clothes. Kevin awkwardly tried to move away, but every time, he ended up slipping and falling right on top of her. Kevin was a rebellious high schooler, always annoyed by how clingy his mom could be. He even complained about her on a family survey he had to fill out. One day, Annie invited Kevin to join her on a journey through a video game world. Without hesitation, Kevin said yes. He figured this would finally be his chance to escape his mom. But before he could celebrate, he realized his mom had been transported into the game too. That's when Kevin understood he'd have to go on this whole adventure with his mom. Soon after, they met the king. Based on the info they gave him, the king helped set up their player profiles. Kevin was stunned to see that his stats were barely a fraction of his mom's, and he couldn't figure out why his partner had to be her of all people. What he didn't know was that this had everything to do with the true purpose of the game. The king didn't explain it, he wanted Kevin to figure it out on his own. Since they were both new players, the king offered them a top-tier quest with the best rewards. Kevin stepped up to the holy sword, and easily pulled out a blue one. The king said this sword had bonus damage against airborne enemies. Then Kevin's mom stepped up, and casually pulled out the other two holy swords. With a single swing of her basic attack, she dealt full area AoE damage and even landed a double hit. Kevin was completely stunned. He gave it his all and swung his own sword only to knock down a tiny bird. The massive gap in their abilities left Kevin totally frustrated. He lost his temper right then and there. He even accused his mom of teaming up with the game devs to mess with him. Playing a game with his mom, yeah, that sounded impossible to him. But his mom didn't say a word about the real reason. She had promised Annie to keep it a secret. Kevin, overwhelmed by anger, finally shouted that he wanted to cut ties and stop being her son. Hearing that broke his mom's heart. She burst into tears and said she just wanted to go on an adventure with him to grow closer and strengthen their bond.
親子の縁を切るなんてそんな悲しいこと言わないで。お母さんね、生まれてから今まで聞いてきた言葉の中でその言葉が一番辛い。
Realizing how wrong he was, Kevin apologized right away, and his mom forgave him. From that moment on, the two officially teamed up and began their adventure together.